Welcome back everyone to AJ's World of Bodybuilding. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. We had some tremendous action in Poland. Obviously this week is all about Andrew Jacked and Romania Pro. But let's take a quick look what happened at the Poland Pro last weekend. And guys, we called it. Andrea Presti versus the new sensation Jaon from Spain with mano on mano in the top 4. Surprise, surprise. Akim Williams, last call out at the Olympia. We predicted him to be in that top 3. He fell down to top 4 as he was defeated by Pablo Loomis from Spain with tremendous aesthetics. Front shots, side shots are crazy. This obviously a huge disappointment for Akim. Last year he went down to Romania and he lost there to Brandao. Then he went one show later for Spain and took it. Now he falls down to 4th. Very interesting to see what he'll do next. Will he do Romania? I don't know. Probably he'll do Japan in a couple of weeks. Jaon, the new guy from Spain, tremendous aesthetics. He has more fullness than Presti. Legs are huge advantage in the legs department. Beautiful shape. He's from the back, I think he fell short to Andrea Presti. Presti came in phenomenal conditioning. Has his prep by long-time coach Maurice Hossi. Hams, glutes, super dialed in. Also his back is a huge back advantage over Jaon. So from the back, it looked like Presti took it. From the front, I like Jaon a little bit more, but the density advantage and the conditioning in Presti, phenomenal. As he goes back to the Olympia, and this guy is truly a real good guy, a humble champion, and super popular in Italy. I'm super excited to see him back at this the 2026 Mr. Olympia. But Jaon, man, oh man, tremendous. 28 years old, top 2 at this show, top 4, 5th, 4th in Prague. I had him higher. He was 5th in Prague. I liked him for 4th, but my prediction is he'll go into the Japan Pro, where I predict he will face off versus Mark Hector with a good chance to win that show. We'll see. Guys, let's jump into the Romania show and let's see as this weekend is all about the Andrew Jack takeover. And remember to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, and go check out Blackstone Labs for the best supplements in the game. Okay, everyone, welcome back to AJ's World of Bodybuilding. You just saw a quick Poland wrap up, but now the most exciting show of the week, Romania Pro. Calum, welcome.
Thank you for having me, brother. I think this is the second time I've been on. The last time was maybe before the UK Arnold in 2024 or 3, whichever one it was.
And a little bit about you. What an impressive Olymp. Talk to us a little bit about your first ever, like, killing it at the Olympia, even though you have a lot of success, obviously, in the Pro League. But talk to us. Your first, like, super splash at the Olympia with Neil. How did that go?
Yeah, good year. He qualified in Tampa, and the goal was to actually do Tampa and Texas. We stepped out of Texas and we just kind of settled down and focused on the Olympia. And last year he came 11th, and this year he came 5th. So to jump 6 spots, we were really happy. Like the goal for us moving into this year was to obviously get into finals for the first time. But I thought like maybe anywhere in the top 7. But to go to 5th and to be compared against Josema in that kind of second call out before the top 3 came on in prejudging was awesome. So yeah, very happy with how that went.
And realistically, most fans and a lot of experts can see him as Mr. Classic Olympia in the next 2-3 years. Is that something you also see?
Yeah, I think we're really aware of what he's capable of. He's still young. His body's still progressing at a really quick rate. And I've said to you before. I remember when I saw you in Germany a couple of weeks ago. He is an athlete that is he's an athlete that is getting a lot of success, and his life is moving very quickly. But he's got a very good ability at staying grounded and staying focused on being dialed in year round and doing the right things and making the right decisions. So I think his mindset will take him a long way. And the genetic potential and structural potential for classic is really clear, right? He's a very talented athlete. So we've said it many times where sometimes you get guys that are exceptionally talented and have the perfect genetics, but they don't have anything. If they don't have it above in the mind, it doesn't quite get there, and they always fall short. But he's got both in abundance, which is which is really, really exciting, really cool to see, especially as a coach to have that to work with. It just gives me it gives me a perfect picture to work with, which is really unique.
As we look at the Romania Pro list, guys, this is going to be an exciting show. There's a lot of guys that are new. We're going to, obviously, the talk of the town, we're going to go first to him. Obviously, it's Andrew Jack, Callum. And when he was announced doing the show, Andrew Jack, why do you think he wants to do the Romania 4 weeks after Olympia and not the Prague, for instance? What do you think?
Maybe... well, the Prague show is always set to be a blockbuster there in terms of a lot of big names going in there. I think for someone like Andrew, he has come off, in my opinion, I think in this year's Olympia, he was probably the most improved athlete in that top five for the finals. And I think Martin was massively improved as well, and even more so for Prague. Martin was just unbelievable. But I think Andrew jumped forwards probably the most in terms of quality to stage, conditioning, size is just crazy. I was sat I was in the second tier of the mezzanine at finals, and to see that physique even from that far away was just the size on his frame and how his muscle sits on his body is just unbelievable. And now he's got that quality conditioning and he can get it all the way there. It is going to be it's going to take some beating. It's going to take some beating.
Isn't it a little bit? You wouldn't have an issue with him being second, would you? At this,
not at all. No, not at all. I think it would have been a hard argument for him to win, just because I understand they need to kind of earn the right to win and kind of work their way there. But I would not have been surprised if he came second at this year's though. Not at all.
And notice, guys at home, we're not surprised because you got to earn it. That's like like a history, guys. At the Olympia, you can't just show up and win, Callum. You got to earn it. You got to prove that you can do it for a couple of years, correct?
100%. And I think it creates very good champions that have the ability to continue doing it over time as well. I think it's the right way of doing it. And to be Mr. Olympia, you've got to beat Mr. Olympia, right? So I think he's made a massive step forwards this year in his trajectory to get there soon for sure.
The only question mark for me, obviously, we see him winning, correct?
Yeah, for sure, without a doubt.
The only question mark is, first of all, congratulations to Andrew. Just had a huge deal with Cytric Nutrition, probably the biggest brand here in Europe with ESN right now. And that's a great deal for Andrew, obviously. But the only issue, last time we saw him for like a small show, he showed up at FIBO and he was tied for prejudging with Sasan, who's not at his caliber, even though Sasan is great. I don't see that happening now, but if you have a guy like Andrew 4 weeks after the O, do you, as a coach, do you stay on prep? Do you give a week of refeeds that you mind and go back into the prep? If you're prepping like a guy like an open top guy like this, after the Olympia, you got 4 weeks, what do you do as a coach?
I think the biggest question there, and when you say that, is valid, because this Spanish young guy, I think his name's Joan, the chap that came, he's been in the top 5 a couple of weeks.
Second to Presti in Poland,
He's crazy impressive, and he's got the size as well. I think if Andrew's not 100% on, and you see this conditioning here where it's like it's kind of there, but it's kind of not. It's not
At
crisp.
FIBO, yeah.
Nothing like where he was at the Olympia. Like his lower back's still a little bit soft, his glutes aren't dialed in. I think for a show like this, he has to come and make a statement, because if he slips back from the Olympia look, they're almost going to punish him as a result of it in the first place. They expect him to come back better, if not, the exact same as the Olympia, to shut the door on it. And I think this for him in the Romania show is you've got to come and make a statement, because there are loads of guys that want to come and stand next to you to lose shots to you. I think he's got to make a statement and come in improved, if not at the same caliber. And it is a difficult task from managing that far away from the O when he's peaked for the biggest show of the year, 4 weeks time to keep the body in a position where it can peak again. And it's managing, how tired his body is, how tired his mind is, how long, the process has been for his body to do and go through that in the first place. Holding condition is a difficult task, especially for a guy that big. I don't know when he qualified for this year's Olympia. How many weeks out before the Olympia did he qualify? Was it a long time? Was it
when
the start of the year?
For the next year's Olympia?
No, for this year, did he qualify at FIBO? Was it like May or something?
He qualified in May, yeah.
Yeah, so he's had a decent amount of time to recover and then prep for the Olympia. So if they always had that in mind, then theoretically a guy like this could maybe run an 8 or a 10-week prep for the Olympia, and then he's got 4 weeks of darting and he's done. Whereas if that was someone that, for example, qualified in Dubai, or qualified, maybe August or September time, they're going to have to extend their prep with the body in a bit of a hole for a long period of time.
And a little bit of a thing, my opinion why he's doing it is because this is owned by the Olympia brand. This is the Wings of Strength. This is Jake Wood's company with the great Alina Popa down in Romania. I think he wants to see, I'm an ambassador. I want to give back to the fans. You can trust me as an Olympia guy, and doing the show of the Olympia brand in Romania, because you see the lineup is not that great. Without him, it wouldn't be a show. And you see the lineup. This is not the best lineup. There's some good guys in it, but without him, this wouldn't be a show. And
it wouldn't be a superstar show, no. Apart from, I will say the Spanish guy is very impressive as well.
The only thing, Callum, does this as a coach restrict your, because he's supposed to do the Arnold Classic Ohio, is this cutting your rebound or your off-season short?
It does make it a lot more challenging, yeah. I think what I will say is somebody that preps post-Olympia, that does the Arnold and then wants to go again at 100% and be their best for the following Olympia, I think those timeframes are very, very difficult to manage. And I think if you look at the recent history of both Classic and Open, people to continue repeating winning both of those shows on the trot is quite a difficult task. You look at Ramon, for example. I think the last year Mike won the last Arnold in Classic against
Classic,
Logan, right? But Ramon stepped out, and then Ramon's come back and won the Olympia. I think that time of just the body settling, especially if you've been pushing hard on the gas into the O and then hard on the gas out of the O to try and win another show like Prague or Romania after, it's not a lot of time for the body to recover in between. You've got maximum maybe 6 to 8 weeks of pulling the body down and getting blood work and health markers in check, and just getting the mind in a position where it's ready to go again for a long year. And then before you know it, it's February and you're 4 weeks out.
But this is a this is a body. If you're a real bodybuilding fan, you would want as a Mr. This is this Samson. This is a body that's, when you walk into a room, look at this. This is Mr. Olympia level
crazy,
type of body.
Crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
We go into the guy we think who's going to predict to challenge him, and that is the amazing new guy, Joan Praelis Martinez, 28 years old, from Spain. We saw him first at the first show of the year. That was in, Callum, he got top
UK.
5 in
right?
Prague. I was there. Tied for prejudging over with Keon. I actually had him higher than Keon. How did you see Prague? For him and Keon.
So you did the UK show first, right, against Crizo?
Exactly.
And then he did Prague after. It looks like he's continuing to get better show to show as well. I think this is the kind of guy where it's a question mark. If he comes in shape and he's in condition, everyone's in trouble, because once he hits his poses, he's so dense, like crazy muscle bellies, crazy size. He's got good midsection control. For a guy this big and especially that young, to have those clean lines in good proportions, like he's not blown his physique out in the process of building that size. So if he can continue to get sharper and harder as he gets older and matures with that muscle, he's going to be exceptionally good. I'm pretty sure this is the guy that when Josema turned pro in bodybuilding.
He lost Josema in his pro debut.
Yeah, I was there in Spain watching. I remember it.
Yeah.
It's like this, for example, like this posterior chain, like glutes are not crazy dug in. His lower back's still a little bit soft. But like the size that he's got, if he continues to get sharper now and just dials in further and further and holds that pop and that freshness in his look, he's unbelievably good. Unbelievably good.
He did push Presti, but he didn't. He lost to Presti, in my opinion, based off the muscle density Presti has, and from the back, he didn't have those dialed glutes. He didn't have that dialed in lower back. If you can show the pictures from Poland of him, do you believe a lot of change in 1 week to get those glutes dialed in and lower back from where it is to push? Well, I don't think he can push Andrew no matter how he shows up, but do you think, can he dial those ins enough to make it close with Andrew in 1 week?
In one week, you've got to think he's got travel. He's got the thing for these guys is if he steps off stage and he just goes back to his next prep meal and he drinks his water and he goes to bed and he doesn't mess around that evening and he doesn't go out for food and he's not up 5 pounds the next day, they could definitely have another couple of days of pushing and maybe getting a little bit more body weight off or just holding the conditioning, getting harder from his body being in a predictable spot. But it is definitely plausible. It's not a lot of times to see tangible fat loss, but he can definitely stop himself getting worse into the next show by having control and just getting straight back to his baseline.
You see the glutes there.
Yeah.
Give us, for people at home, how do you get those hamstring glutes dialed in from what you see there on the right to this week? What do you do?
I think in his situation, he can still put more mass on those areas, particularly his glutes as well, with the size of his quads. His quads.
No, for next week. This week.
I think a lot of the situation here is like, look, there's two variables. There's tangible fat loss of fat needing to be pulled off, which probably in a week you're not really going to do that much. No. And then the rest of the equation there is just fluids. Like if he's holding fluid, not intramuscularly but subcutaneously, we can pull some fluid off to bring in a drier look. But the ultimate reality is, like, if there's fat to go off those areas, like trying to pull him too hard, maybe flattening off his whole physique and then brings a worse look. So you've got to find a balance. But for someone like that who's young, I would say, like, if he now, for example, like even if he doesn't win a show this season, he's just done 3 or 4 shows where he's made a massive statement of intent in terms of where he's going in the next couple of years. And if he now moves into an off season and keeps himself, leaner off seasons create leaner preps, right? If he keeps himself dialed in for a whole off season, then comes back and gets shredded, he's beating most people. He's beating most people outside of that top 5.
It's incredible, especially the way he walks out. This is a real star, huh?
Crazy. And he's got the look. He's got good hair. He's got good hair. He's got nice chiseled face. He's got that marketable look. It's really impressive.
Callum, I want to be very racist. You know, the industry likes a sexy young white man. This is very popular. Regan Grimes, Jay Cutler, but this guy he's hungry to improve. Let's go back to the list, Sam. So these are the guys we see in the top 2. As we look at the list, let's take a look at. Let me see who is on this list for the top. Let's take a look at Damian Koffel. New guy from Poland. He managed top 5 at the Poland show right now.
Yeah.
He made an incredible jump, 20 kg of stage weight.
Kilograms?
From classic to open in 2 years.
Wow.
Let's take a look at his routine there, Zam. And this guy, 6 feet, 286. As we look at his routine, this is a guy, in my opinion, to watch out for in the top 3. What do you see in Damian Koffel, the new freak from Poland?
Yeah, crazy dense muscle. 20 kilograms is insane in 2 years. I would say also for him, he's put that muscle on and he's kept that shape and quality in the tissue, and also he's in legit condition as well. So in that equation of, if we've got Andrew first, if this guy comes in crazy dry and sharp in terms of conditioning, there might be a question for second there if he beats him by a substantial amount. I just think Juan, I'm sorry if I'm saying his name wrong, but the Spanish guy, he's a lot more kind of 3D and dense. But this guy is going to be pushing Andrew. If Andrew's not in shape, this guy is going to make Andrew look soft in that situation because conditioning looks really really strong for him.
It's very impressive, thick, big guy.
Yeah, he's nice.
A little question for people. So this episode, obviously, since we have a coach that knows there's a lot of questions, so guys, what to do. And what is the main thing to jump from classic to open? Is it the supplementation, the gear? Is it the food? Training always has to be good no matter what. What do you think the main reason, as you prep yourself, guys, from classic to the open, what's the main difference for people at home?
The biggest understanding there is you've just got to look at a lot of these guys that are considering it in the first place have moved because they're weight cap restricted. And you've got to think the longer someone stays in classic and their body probably doesn't want to stay in classic itself, they are not being aggressive with PEDs. They're probably being very conservative with androgen use and with what's happening year round. They're probably using very little in the off season. They're maybe a little bit more in prep, but not too much. Otherwise, you can't make weight in the first place. And they also can't spend a lot of period of time across the year adding muscle to stage because the more muscle they build, the harder it is to make weight, right? So I think the jump that you're seeing with some of these guys making the transition is they're being more aggressive with the food because they don't have they don't have such strict boundaries, and also their body can actually finally go on slightly more assertive stat design, slightly more assertive PED protocol, and a slightly bigger milligram per week because they have the room to do it, and they want to be a freak. They want to be a mass monster with a lot of muscle. And if you've restricted yourself for 2, 3, 4 years, maybe if you're an amateur classic as well, your body is going to explode once those signals start going and once you start turning the corner there.
Are we we don't have to, this is obviously nothing to do with him, but are we talking about like a big jump, like to like from 1,500 to like 3,000 milligrams a week?
No, I don't think it needs to be that substantial. I think a lot of these guys that genetically they're very, very efficient at putting muscle on. I think just the ability to stay on for a longer period of time, maybe having a full 16, 20 weeks in an off season where you can grow a substantial amount in a prolonged period of time instead of these shorter cycles or just less milligram per week. Like it's just creating the environment, and his body will thrive there because it's probably been deprived of it for so long.
This guy, Callum, this is crazy.
Yeah, he's good. He's got like an old school open kind of physique where it's crazy hard, but structurally it's very similar to that old school look. It's very impressive.
Let's go back to the list. This is gonna be my top 3, but I'm not 100% sure with him. Who stands out to you in this lineup? We got Jaon Praestrick. We got Bora.
Shout out to Reese McDonald from the UK as well. He's made a lot of progress over the last year. I don't know who else in this list has come in the top 5 in the last couple of weeks. Is there any other names?
Zem, let's take a look at the new pro, Bora Chinchilla. He is from Spain. We're going to just go quickly through it so people see him. That's Bora. He just turned pro in, I can't remember. I saw him in Spain. Just turned pro. Very exciting new guy. There you see him. Beautiful muscle bellies. You see?
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
He's a super. I think he won his pro card as heavy. I don't know if it was a super heavy. Look, very round, great conditioning, very complete. I saw him next to Martin Fitzwater when they were in Portugal. Obviously, he's not as good as Martin, but he flew very nice. Joan Praestrick with another UK coach there, Jamie DeRigo there. And Joan Praestrick, he actually did very well in Prague, 6th place.
Yeah, I've seen this guy before as well. He's good. He's really good.
He brings great conditioning and good lines, and he always brings the conditioning. And he could be a force in the top 5. What do you think?
Yeah, he's definitely in the mix. I think if the guys are in shape and they've got enough muscle to hang with top 2, then they're going to be in contention and getting that first call out, and then it's every man's game, isn't it?
You see from Czech Republic, you see he brings a lot. Look at his back. You can see a lot of density there on the right there.
For sure. Yeah.
We go back to the list, Sam. It's very tough. Anyone can make the top 5 there. If you're gonna pick someone, we would go with Andrew, Joan, Damian, and who else will we see in there?
I think if Reese is continuing to get better week to week, he's going to be in a good shout there as well to get in the first call out.
Sure. Callum, he was last place at the last show. You're aware of this?
He was last.
Last call out, yeah.
Last call out. Okay, fair enough. Okay,
in Italy. I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's not good. Let's go to him.
It's a lower. There's less superstars there, but I think he's got the size now. He's made a lot of progress. So if he comes in dialed in, he's definitely he's never out the question.
Reese
McDonald. There you go.
McDonald, for people to look at him from the UK. He turned pro, I would say, 2 years ago. I think he was a little bit, I wouldn't say overlooked in Poland, but he didn't get any shots. He didn't get any good call-outs at all, sadly. There you can see his physique. He's made great improvements, Reese. 8 hours out, he's saying 260. That's a lot of size added, isn't it?
He's a big guy. He's not tall as well, so he's got a lot of dense muscle.
It looks good. He could make top 5, but we need a lot of.
It needs to be a jump forwards from last time to get a look in, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's definitely plausible. The thing is with these guys, it's like if he gets in the first call out, for example, and he gets seen more and he can hit a few rounds and he gets to stand next to guys, then people start coming to life then. Whereas if he's in the second or the third and he never gets a shot, you're never in contention anyway. So he just needs that one opportunity where he can, be given the mic and show what he can do.
I expected him to actually place higher this year. Because the pictures are very promising.
Yeah, he's got a lot of muscle, man, and he is conditioning wise. Even I think he did the UK show, or maybe he started in Prague. I'm not sure, but he gets in legit condition as well. I think it's just maybe a matter of time.
Last guy before we jump a little bit over the classic and the men's physique. We have a new guy, Tabani Mazar. Pronounce the last name, Callum. Let's see if you got the skills.
Mazaha Tabani.
Yeah, that's a short version of his name. And this, I believe, is Tabani's uncle or brother or cousin. Yeah.
Wow.
From Iran.
This guy's open, right? Yeah, not 212.
Yeah. So this guy from Iran, he'll be interesting in this lineup, and he carries a lot of muscle.
A lot of muscle, yeah.
Classic, Zim. We're going into classic, and obviously, if we look at the list, the big star, and thank God he did it. We have Jose Manuel Muniz.
Yeah, I saw Jose jumped in. Yeah, I was expecting it to be Prague or this one.
Yeah, I would like to see him at Prague, to be honest, versus Terence. It will be way more. It'll be a greater battle, but tremendous. Very exciting for fans to see Josema. 23 years old. He beat your guy by 1 spot, Olympia.
Yep.
It was a little bit harder in Nile, a little bit more density, but it was very close. It was just a tad harder, correct?
Yeah.
You see it. Let's look at the lists and the classic. We got him winning, and let's go back to the list. Hold it there. Luca, great talent.
Luca's good.
Let me see. Wait. Just keep it there so we can see the list before you switch. I love the guy Piotr Wojtowicz.
Polish lad. Yeah, he's very good. Very impressive.
Very impressive. Poland, from Poland. He is a real standout. I saw him in, he won Germany.
Yeah.
And you were there. And what do you think about this guy? Could he challenge Josema if Josema slightly off?
Yeah, I'm good friends with his coach. This guy's very impressive. Good conditioning, crazy muscle bellies. He's got a lot of size. Wow. He looks very cartoonish, which for classic is usually a good thing. Good small waist, good vacuum. In Germany, he was very impressive, and at the Olympia,
very impressive.
He was also really good. Good legs, really good quad sweep. He's going to be one in the mix for sure. He'll be in that top 3 for sure. Maybe battling with Josema for 1 and 2.
And this is like Neil Darwin, meaning he has a special body. This is classic. It's not a light bodybuilder just making weight so he can't do, class. Like, this is a real classic, like different type of body.
Yeah, for sure. It's very unique, and it suits the class down to a T.
Let's go back to the list. So I have him in the second there, and then I think Luca, and I think Richard Nagy.
Richard Nagy is good as well. He's always in good shape, good condition.
Men's physique, touch a little bit on that before we go. And who do you have? So we can check him out. Who is he?
So I've got one in Classic Noi, the guy at the top, and then Joan Dragio, Romania. Gio, go down a little bit. This one here, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Take a look at him. So again, explain who is this?
New into the Pro League. I've only been working with him for I think I took over the last 8 or 9 weeks of his prep, but he's impressive. If you go on his Instagram, you'll see some new photos, some more recent photos. Good condition. I don't know if you. Again, this is a guy that has not been. He's not a seasoned pro. He's stepping his foot in the waters here. He's got a lot of good muscle. He's got great conditioning.
Because in this list, we also have, obviously, Andre Deyu. We have Emil Walker. It's a very good men's physique lineup. This guy?
Yeah, this guy. Yeah.
So this is his pro debut, correct?
Yeah.
Conditioning looks great.
Conditioning is good. He needs a little bit more depth and size, which will come in time. When he starts sinking into his physique and builds more tissue, he's going to be very good. But conditioning wise, is fantastic. Good balance. It'll be a really good look. I think the lineup is like 30 people deep here, but for a first look in for a big show, this will be a great look this weekend. Great look.
Let's take a look at Andre Deyu. So this is top
Andre
10.
He's definitely doing it, right?
Yeah. Andre Deyu, top 10 them at the Olympia, top 7, I believe. Was it? I believe.
Yes. Yeah.
And this guy, this is the reason why men's physique was created, is to have good-looking guys with beautiful bodies, to make a career off the sport, to sell their protein powder and their father and son t-shirts and inspire young guys to look fit. Obviously, the level is much higher now, but Callum, this is the perfect men's physique guy.
I think he's very hard to beat, mate. Yeah, very hard to beat. He's got conditioning, he's got size, he's got the look, he's got the men's physique X factor when they walk on stage and just have that presence about them. He's got it in abundance.
Emil Walker, probably one of his biggest threats at this show as we go into Emil Walker, and he's went 2 for 2.
Yeah, he won in America, and he's just won in.
Zem, keep the list there. Let's go back to the list, because if you guys see, Palmai sold top 2 at Hungary. Emil Walker went 2 for 2. We have Sidi Poye, the big guy from Spain.
Sidi,
this is a crazy list, really crazy list, I gotta say. Emil Walker, take a look at Emil Walker.
Emil's very good, yeah. Good condition, good balance. Omar Suleiman's very good as well. I think he came second or third in Prague.
That's Emil, and he's went 2 for 2. What do you think? Why is Emil so good? What makes him stand out?
Consistent. He's got really good conditioning. He's good from the back. It's men's physique blueprint, isn't it? He competes a lot and he's consistent a lot. And I think for someone that turns up on at that many shows, you're going to do well. You're going to get rewarded. He's consistently good. It's very rare that the only time I'm him off, funnily enough, is maybe for the last Olympia or the year before that, where he just had such a long year of doing shows that maybe his body was a little bit tired by the time he got there. But when he's on, he's very, very good. Can
he beat Andre? Is it possible?
It's possible. I think Andre, home country Andre on is pretty difficult to beat.
It's in Romania, Callum. It's not gonna happen, huh?
Yeah, it's probably his show, but if he pushes him, it'll be fantastic. Also, if you look at I'm not sure how you say his name, but Charet Youssef, Zach coaches him. He was 4th in Prague, I think. This guy as well.
Yeah, from Morocco.
Good. From Morocco, crazy chest and delts. I don't know where.
Very impressive. I agree. His front relax is probably one of the best front relax shot I've ever seen.
Unbelievable. Tiny waist.
Find it, Zam, before we go. Let's see if we can see the front relax shot.
See if you can
go back.
Get the shot from Prague.
That's probably it. It's coming. Guys, remember to, there you see it.
Yeah,
Look at the front shot now.
When he puts hand on hips, it's
when he puts his hand.
Yeah.
Everyone.
This guy will definitely be up there. This guy will definitely be up there.
Romania Pro, great show. A lot of good guys, and obviously also girls. Figures got 30 girls in it. We got women's bodybuilding with Korobleva. We got women's physique. We got bikini. The stream is available $40 for the entire event. You also get the amateurs on Saturday. The show is on Sunday. We got Andrew Jacked winning. We got the Spanish kid in second. And we got Josema winning. And Callum, before we go, say something inspirational.
It's been a big year. I think the biggest thing I will say the changes going into the IFBB, particularly for the qualification and the point system next year, I think it's going to be a challenge for people to be more strategic with how they're approaching the year, but it's also going to be good to see more athletes on stage doing more shows, and even the top guys being more active as well. Because if you look back at times gone, when you look at the greats, they were competing or traveling all year for the sport. And I think you're going to see a lot more guys, especially at the top level, going to these shows, going to Europe, going to other continents, and the sport will only grow as a result of it. So I think next year is going to be a massively exciting year. And